I appreciate that. Sometimes I wish I could let people like see what I'm doing and really see it because, hello. So, I wish you guys were here when I was doing what I was doing. Okay, so it was just raining crazy. It was like coming towards me, and I literally said, "Do you mind if I stay out here and finish these readings, please? I like being outside." And look what happened. The rain stopped, and they were like, "Yeah, you can do it." Like they stopped the rain for me. Like not for me, yeah, for me. It's for me. Fuck it, for me. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I asked the universal energies if it's okay if I can sit out here and do these readings, and they stopped the rain from smacking me in the face, and that's a fact. Okay? It was just raining like crazy. You guys got on. I'm like, can we do the readings? And it just said, it stopped. All right, Cancer. We did that. Okay, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And then after this, I'll do some people. I'll get some people. I'll read them for some people that have like important questions here. Okay, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Thank you, Courtney. Hello, UK. UK's in the house. I said UK's in the house. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, everybody. Angel Squad, Sadie, everybody. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Okay. Girl. Where you get all that ass? Let me tell you something. From shuffling these cards, my right hand's getting a little bit of that carpal tunnel. Okay? It's not cool, man. Okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I have a lot of Libra. I'm an Aquarius moon, and I have a lot of Gemini in my chart. Okay. That came right out. Wow, you guys, you see how fast those came out? We got truth and we got healer. Okay, number 41 and number 34. The information that you're receiving about your past lives has been hard for you to accept. Accept it as truth and allow yourself to feel the emotions behind it. Wow, okay. So for my Aquarius, Libra, Geminis, you have been feeling lately like some truths have been revealed to you. You have really been feeling like, some of you feel like you can't express yourself, like you can't, you're okay. You're having a big shift, okay? This is a big shift. This is big time. You've been feeling something weird is happening. You've been feeling something like different is happening to you. You don't feel like yourself lately. Not in a bad way, but it's like, there's something happening here. This is highly, excuse me. If you've been feeling weighed down, pressure in the chest, I'm feeling a little pressure in the chest. Maybe somebody's having some difficulty breathing or something, because let's clear that. Clear that, please, in the throat chakra. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, so if you've been feeling like this, something here is happening with you, and you've been having a lot of changes happening, probably, I'm sure you do. This is a, wow. Okay. Yeah, you've been, there's a lot of worry going on here. All of a sudden, I start doing your reading, I can't breathe. I feel like my chest is hurting. I feel like I can't catch my breath. I'm coughing. It's very strange. Clear that, please. I can't. You cannot do that to me. I can't breathe, bro. I already smoked Newport 100s. Hello. All right. Hello, McFly. Duh, anybody home? Okay. All right. Some of you could be actually worried about a Cancer, Scorpio. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, since that came right out of my mouth. But there is somebody here who's definitely worried about a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I feel strongly. Oh, motherfucker. I feel strongly. My bitch is live right now, too. Wow. All right. I feel, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, boy. This bitch. Every fucking time, bro. So, yeah. Okay. You are worried a lot. Okay. You are worried a lot here. You're also very defensive at this present moment. You have a lot of defense mechanisms up, and that's what's going on here. You're feeling like you have to defend yourself constantly, and you don't. You feel very on guard, like on guard. I'm hearing like on guard, like somebody feels like they have to have their weapon up, ready to fight somebody. Like you don't gotta fight no more, boo. The battle is won. It's over. Everything you've been, Sadie. You know what? I just saw Alchemy. She's doing Virgo too. I'm tight right now. You feel like you gotta fight somebody here. Like you gotta stop. See, you're holding on to something here. A battle, a fight. Okay, this is like seriously, like my ass from sitting. I can't sit for too long. My butt hurts. I have Nasatol. Like if you guys want to see, I literally have no butt. You see, there's no butt there. I have to be like, hey, that's my butt, and my ass hurts when I sit. Okay, if I had my look, if these were down there, I'll be chilling right now. Yo, I'm gonna need the doctor to put all of these into all of that. You know what I mean? I got Nasatol, yo. Oh my god, my ass is so flat. I can't do it. It's such a flat ass that like when I sit, it like fucking hurts. Okay, I need them to put these down there. Okay. So, there is definitely a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra that's holding on to either a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I do see that you're worried about this connection. This is why you've been if I could, oh, my butt, my butt cheeks already. It's like my lower back by my butt. It's like because I have no support there, so it really hurts. Oh my god. Okay, somebody, can I get some ass? Okay, somebody get some ass. Okay, so if you're okay, do you guys realize something? If you're in here all the time, do you ever notice whenever I get on Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, I get mad doofy? Does anybody notice that? That when I get on Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, shit gets mad serious, and I'm like, ugh, and I'm always drained, right? When I get on Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, it's always like earthy, like, oh yeah, cool, okay, right? And then when I do Aries, Leo, or Sag, it's always all over the place. Does anybody notice that? Aries, Leo, or Sag, all over the place. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, drained down. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, oh my god, somebody's got love, money coming their way. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, I always get really stupid and ditzy and goofy. It's like ridiculous. What is up with that? It's my spirit guides. They must be like those type of energies. Like when I'm dealing with them, that's what kind of energies they must be like. You need everything. You look like a cereal box. I can't stand you, Linda. You're so funny. Okay, I swear to God. All right. It's all right. Let me see. Thank you. Come on, my guy. My guy. Okay. So, if you're an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, and you've been feeling very worried lately, I'm sorry. It's like the news, right? I feel like I'm doing the news right now. Like I'm a news anchor. And I'm just like, you are all goofy, low key. You are some goofy ass signs. That's why. I feel like a news anchor right now. Today on the news, we have a death that happened, and then it's like, wait, no. Today on the news, a puppy was stored, and then it's like, a person died today on the news. That's how I have to change my attitude to like go with the tarot. It's so funny, doofy as hell. I swear to God. Okay, fucking doofballs. I love doofballs though because like when I'm with a bunch of doofballs, I'm a doofball, and it's awesome. So today on tarot card news. If you are feeling anxious, worried, nervous, or afraid, or you're holding on to an energy of the past, you are needing to let that go. There is someone here who is dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, and you are holding on to this person in hopes that they will come back when they cut you off. You are literally waiting for your ships to come in. Someone could be waiting for an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm sorry, but that's the voice I just got in me right now. Someone could be waiting for an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person left you with a lot of burdens. They left you confused and alone and looking for explanation again. Really feeling like you don't know what the fuck is going on with this person. I do see an Aries strongly here that's coming up. Some of you could be dealing with a father figure that really you didn't have the best relationship with. You think about them a lot. You want to fix that situation. Clarify the Emperor for me, please. Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor, please. Thank you. All right, thank you. So, there is a strong need for somebody here to get their emotions in check here. There's an emotional sense of didn't I say in the beginning that somebody can't like articulate what they're feeling? They can't speak, they can't say what they're feeling. So yeah, this is somebody who's like the truth. It seems like, okay, it's like you want the truth, you look for the truth, you really do want the truth, but you can't get it from this person. Or you know what, you can't even get a word in edgewise. I'm feeling like when you guys argue, it's like somebody here argues with someone and it feels like no matter what the situation, it never gets resolved. There's no resolving this. It's like non-stop issues here. One thing I would like to say for you guys is that somebody here left a karmic cycle here, which is awesome, because if you were feeling like you were in a cycle where it was like not completing and not ending, you have left that cycle. I don't know if somebody here feels like somebody that they're with is just taking forever to make up their mind if they want to like be with them or not. If they cheated on the past, I feel like you forgave them and now they become more like you're trying not to think about the fact that they did what they did to you in the past and you're trying to move forward from that, but it's hard for you because it keeps coming up in arguments. That's how I'm feeling. They left you out in the cold for someone else and then they came back and it's like you forgave them, but then now you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You tried to forgive them. You're trying to make it work. You're still thinking about this though. Even if like there's someone here who had a child with someone too as well, a family, and you're really thinking about that connection right now. You're really wondering if this is the right thing for you to do. You're like thinking about this over and over and over again. You can't stop getting this off my mind, off your mind. I swear it's somebody was juggling two people here and you found out about it. This is finding out somebody's juggling two people. They could have been an Aquarius. They could have been an Aquarius. They could have been a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. A Cancer as well. It's like, again, I'm feeling strong earth sign again, right? So earth sign here. I'm feeling somebody like, I do also feel like somebody left somebody because they weren't able to financially take care of them the way that they should be taking care of them, right? Whew, some of you got left behind with a child and you feel alone. Yeah, so this is like an issue for you. I feel strongly somebody has to walk away from a situation. Okay, I don't know who this message is for, but there's somebody here whose a mother figure is like holding on to them for dear life and doesn't want to let them like go be free. So in order for you to feel free and to really go forward and move forward, you have to break free from this person. It's like this could be any like a figure around you that kind of like keeps you trapped there. It could be a male too as well with feminine aspects, but they keep you trapped in the home. Oh, you feel like so like you feel like you want to just break free, but there's something just holding you back here. Yeah, but Mr. Wu, you feel like you couldn't hold it down for a man, but at least you're able to admit that, right? So some people won't even admit that. They'll just be like, oh, it was them. You admitted it, so, you should have told her that. As a man, you should have told her that and spoke to her about that. Because, I don't think that a normal person with a good heart would not judge you for that. If you can't provide for someone financially at the moment and you're like, listen, I can't provide for you right now financially and I know that, let me just get my shit together and I'll be back. Or you could stay with me while I work on myself. First of all, somebody shouldn't leave you while you're working on yourself and your finances are fucked up. If you're already with somebody, then you should work on it together, We're going to make this work is a love language. So when two people say, we will make this work is a love language. But again, you guys, I have to say this, okay? I'm going to say this real quick. I have to say that you have to also understand, I understand everybody wants love. We all want to be in a relationship. We all want romance. We all want a connection, right? But I will tell you right now, you can't always think that the only thing that's going to make you happy in this world is love. Because that's not the only thing that's going to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. Look, I could say this to you a million times. I could preach it to you a million times, but I have to say it. I have to say that just because you're single and alone, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy. Let's say your friends all around you are engaged, married, and they all have kids and their lives seem perfect. And you're like, how come I can't find nobody? Why can't I have somebody to love me? Bro, first of all, stop comparing yourself to other people, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to disappoint you in the end. You have to be able to be happy with yourself first, okay? If you have been in a long relationship and you're just getting out of it and you're already looking to see if someone else is coming in, there's your problem right there. You gotta give yourself time. Listen to someone who has been in relationships before. I know I'm kind of like first of all, I'm a psychic. I know, and I'm telling you that if you go from one relationship to another, it is always going to fail. Always. You're not going to be able to make it work. You see this card? A high priestess. You see how she's sitting there and she's got her cross and her Bible in her hand and she's got her crown on her head, and that's the sun, okay? That's the sun that represents the sign of Taurus. She represents the card of Pisces in the major arcanas. But if you see, she's got the sun and she's got the wisdom, and she uses her intuition for everything. Every single one of you has intuition. Tap into it to find out who the fuck you are. Because what you're going to do is you're going to compare yourself to other people and try to be like them, and your life will never go as planned. You have to look within to find out who you are, not out externally. Don't look to Gucci, to Louis, to these bitches on Instagram talking about, look at my Gucci bag. Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, 85%, I'm not saying all of them, 85% of the time, those people that you know for a fact that all they have is nice things, internally they are so fucking empty and poor and pathetic. And it's like, you keep posting about what you got. Listen, bitch, I got stuff too. You don't see me posting everything. All I'll post is like, look, I got my mom a gift. That's a different type of post. That's like feeling good about getting someone else something. When people are out here, you're watching people's grams and you're watching people's Facebooks, and they're like, oh, look at me, I went on vacation, look what I bought, look at my shit, and they're showing off. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is not what kind of person you want to be. If you have a business and you're like, look guys, I created a product today, it's different. You're like, oh, okay, you're promoting because you want your business to go well. It's different. If you sell your soul, not to the devil, man, to who the fuck cares who? If you sell your soul for these materialistic things that you are seeing everybody else getting, I'll be fucking damned if I go out there right now, even if I have 20 G's in the bank right now, I will not take 3,000 out of that money and go spend money on Louis, Gucci, Fendi. I'm sorry, who's Gucci? Who's Louis? Who are you? You're what are you doing? You're making purses in a sweatshop from somewhere for like $10 and you're charging me 3,000 for it? Puh. No, bitch, I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am not that person. I don't care how much money you're going to see me have, because I will have a lot of money. And best believe I'm going to be very wealthy internally first. Internally first. I'm not worried about the materialistic wealth, because that will come. If it's meant to be, it will be. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm never going to be that person. I'll buy somebody else something. Like I went to Mark, what is it called? What's those purses? Mark whatever. Marc Jacobs, right? Is that what it's called? Marc Jacobs? Is that what it's called? I went there and I had money on me and I bought my mom and my aunt something. Why? I didn't buy myself that. Flo don't do that. First of all, that thing you see me wearing, the fanny pack, the Michael Kors, my bad, whatever. Michael Kors, you see how much I know? Somebody once bought me a Versace purse and I looked at it and I said, oh, that's pretty. And he was like, do you know what that is? I was like, it's a purse. It's nice. It's cute. Whatever. I don't really wear purses. He was like, that's Versace, ma. I was like, Well, you just made a mistake because I don't even know what that is. I once got in a fucking Bentley and told the guy, I love your Nissan Maxima. I want this model. Motherfucker looked at me like I was retarded. He was like, bitch, this is a fucking Bentley. I was like, well, they all look the same inside to me. They do. Every car looks the same inside. I don't give a fuck. You ever been in a Bentley? Looks just like a fucking Nissan Maxima inside. Same shit. Different name. That's it. I'd rather have a paid off Toyota than to drive around in a BMW where I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to make that $500 payment? How am I going to get the gas this week? Oh, who's think I got to suck? Oh my God. Nah, bitch, I'm good. I'd rather have my Toyota payment done. And I'll be like, do you own your car? Oh, you make payments and shit, right? Oh, yeah, no, I don't do that. Mine is already paid for. Like, I walked in the lot, gave him the money, and walked out. That's how I did it. So this way, if my mom needs a Toyota Camry, I could buy her one too. Motherfucking 4-wheel drive, bitch. I don't give a fuck. So everybody ain't the same. I'm not the same. Do you see jewelry on me? I got real jewelry. I don't wear it. I am not advertising myself to get robbed, motherfucker. I'm not going to walk down the street and be like, hi, look at me. I have $10,000 necklace on. Punch me in the face and steal it. Because, bitch, you know, people got stick-up boys and shit. I ain't trying to fuck with all that. I remember I used to hang out with girls that set motherfuckers up. I used to be like, yo, what are you going to do? What? You're going to set them up? Oh, wow, that's grimy. But, like, it happens every day. Every day. Every day they hustling. Watch what the fuck you do. My uncle's a lawyer. That motherfucker will never want a name brand thing, nothing. He always says, why am I going to advertise myself to get robbed? I'm not going to walk out of court and have people look at me like he got money. So what? So I could walk down the street and somebody could fucking steal it? Nobody crazy enough to run up on you. You're right, though. For real. Listen, you know what's funny? I had 2 chains. One of them was real, and they were like, you know, those long chains like that? Like the thick one. It was thick. One of them was real. One of them was fake. I used to rock the fake one all the time, right? And one time, some kid actually was on the Bad Girls Club. This is a real story. And he came on the Bad Girls Club. Now, the real one that I had, I didn't bring with me. I wore the fake one. It's the same shit. And nobody's going to know anyway. They're going to think it's real anyway. So I got cameras following me. Hello. So he came in the house. I made out with him in the closet because I didn't want to make him out with him on TV. I didn't want my family to see that, but I did. I made out with him in the closet. This is a real true story. And he grabbed my chain and left with the chain. In the limo that we brought him in, like a fucking retard. So I tell even though the chain was fake though, I still was like, go get my motherfucking chain back. And the bodyguards went and got my chain back. And I swear to God, he tried to call me recently. This motherfucker tried to hit me up on Facebook. He was like, Flo, you remember me from Bad Girls Club? We met and we made out in the closet. I'm like, oh, you that motherfucker that tried to steal my chain. Yeah, I remember you, dumbass. He's like, nah, I didn't try to steal it. I forgot it. I forgot it on my neck. You forgot it on your neck? Really? You forgot a heavy-ass fake chain on your neck? I said to him on the phone, first of all, bitch, that wasn't even a real chain, first of all, because I'm not that fucking stupid to put my real chain on you. If that chain... The real one I was wearing that cost 8 G's, that fucking I bought because I was like, oh, let me be cool and buy some, you know, it's an investment, it's gold, whatever. But if that shit, you think that I would have put that shit on you, homie? Nah, I don't want the baddest bitch in the game wearing my chain. You ain't getting trusted with my chain because I know if shit goes left, I'm running with that chain. I'm like, what are you talking about? Your Honor, he gave it to me as a gift. Like, seriously? For Rizzle, my nizzle, he really definitely called me. Like he hit me up. Like, do you remember me? You didn't think I forgot you, bro? Hello, McFly. Like, fuck you talking about, retard? Broke ass motherfucker. You know what's crazy? It's like he hit me up talking about, oh, I just opened up a weed dispensary. I want you to promote for me. But you try to rob me though. No, I can't. I can't do that, right? No. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Like, really, brotherin. What are you doing, brotherin? My jizzle stizzle. What do you know? Well, I can't with dudes these days either. One time, right? Oh, God, I got stories for days about dudes trying to rob me. Girls never tried to rob me. But I remember I was chilling with these guys. And it was me, these guys, and these girls. It was me, these guys, and these girls, right? No names. When I write my book, I'm not writing no names down because motherfuckers be nosy and bitches be knowing people. Okay, so I took these two guys, right? Because I used to do shit like that. I'm not going to front. Let's really not front, Flo. Come on. I was kind of G'd up. I used to have like 4,000 on me. Okay, listen. So I would do things like I would have mad money on me. Let's say I just booked a gig. I did it. I finished it. Leave the club. You know, you get your 4 stacks. You leave, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be driving, you know, with no license. Not now, probation officer. I know you're watching. Not today. Today I am a legal person. But so I would drive, right? I was driving and I picked these two dudes up and I had these two girls in the car with me. I'm like, yo, let's take them back to the telly. And they're like, you know, like how dudes do with girls. Yeah, I did the same thing. So what? Big fucking deal. Don't hate. So I was like, come on, let's go chill. So we went to chill. And what happens? We go chill, blah, blah, blah. Now, I used to play this testing game on people. I used to put like money somewhere. I put like $80, $150. I would always leave shit. Around to see like if the girls that I was chilling with are real, if they're gonna try to rob me. So I left like $80 on top of the counter. And as I'm walking out, I see the kid. I catch him in the act, and he takes the money and he does like a whole, like, he does this. Look, like, let's say he's walking by, he's like this. I swear to God, look, he goes, like, the money's there, he went. And then he walked away like I wasn't gonna see him. So I caught him and I was like, yo, what the fuck? He was like, what? I was like, I just saw you take my money. He was like, I didn't take none. What are you talking about? That shit was, I didn't see no money. I'm like, yo, bro, give me that money back. So he's like, I ain't got shit, bro. And he's trying to leave the room. I was like to the girls, get over here right now. So they come, they block the door. I'm pushing them against the door. I'm going through his pockets. I'm like, motherfucker, I want my money back right now. And he's like, I ain't got it, I swear. I go, where did he put it? Right in his balls. I found that shit. Boop. I'm like, wow, bro, it's $80, my G. Is life that bad? You know what, my dude? I feel bad for you right now. I really, for real, I swear to God, ask the two girls that I was with if they want to admit that they was there with me, which they wouldn't mind at all because that was a great night. But besides that kid trying to rob us, I gave him $40. I was like, yo, I didn't know I'm so sorry life's that bad for you. Here. He was like, what's this? I was like, just take it, bro. If you really need it that bad, just take it. I'm like, because, like, you got to really need that money if you're stealing fucking $80, bro. You got to. He was not slick. Not only that, if you're going to do that, do it when you're about to leave, not when you're sitting there. But I gave him $40 for real. And, you know, I've seen these people that have done that to me later on, and they've actually said, yo, you know, you're mad cool, whatever. I'm sorry I did that to you. And I'm like, it's all right. I still gave you money because if you're stealing that shit from me, that means you need it, my G. Like, I'm so sorry that life is that bad for you because, like, if you really need it that bad, yo, I'm going to tell you right now, I've fed a lot of people, bro, and that's not to show off. It's because I'm happy I did that. Because a lot of people, when I was doing my thing and I was out there and I would meet people and I would see them struggling, a lot of times there'd be girls that would DM me, be like, Flo, I got no money in my fridge. I need food. Listen, I was never rich, but I was getting money, so I was like, here, sending them fucking $50, $100, like, you know, and it's like there's a lot of people out there that are very selfish, and I was never one of them. But today I'm much smarter about what I say, what I do, because people do take advantage of you and they use you, and that's not okay either. You know, so we got like all types of energies out here. So you got to watch who you fuck with, who you rocking with, okay? I've done it a lot, okay? I've done it a lot. And so I do feel like a lot of things that I did, whatever I did to myself, and a lot of the karma that I brought to myself was brought to me, from me. But when the reason why I get a lot of gifts that come into me right now and I receive easily is because today I realized that even though I was doing all that crazy shit, in the middle of doing that crazy shit, I was helping a lot of people. I was giving, right, okay, so I was giving them money for weed and shit, but I was giving them money. Either way. You know what I'm saying? Either way. No, I know. I don't give money to nobody online now, but at that time I did. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got, like, you know, connected to people and shit, I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of people that I gave money to. I was like, here you go. But not today, bitch. Not today. Okay, not today. My view on the Wayfair situation, I spoke about that before. That's not just on Wayfair that they're doing that with the kids. This is happening everywhere if you look. I try not to say too much because I already know what happens to people that start talking about the things that they know. I know a lot of things to be true. I know because my intuition tells me. I know, I feel it. It's 100%. What up, Dirty? It's 100%. I need help. I'm hungry. Starve to death, motherfucker. No, it's 100%. There's some shit going down. 100%. Like there's like, you know what I feel like, you guys. When I always say right now when I do readings that the light is going to be brought out to the darkness is going to be shed out to the light. There is going to be a lot of truth being exposed. A lot of people are going to be like exposed, bro. Just get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? People that you're not going to expect. You're like, them? No. And the people that you least expect to be like real people, you're not going to expect that at all. Have I ever lived somewhere I didn't want to be and didn't know where to go? I got to be honest with you. No, because I always, when it came to like where I lived, my living situation, I always made sure that I was living in the places that I should be living in. I mean, there could be a relationship or two that I might have been staying with the person and been like, why am I living here? But I had somewhere to go. I always had my home to go to because Albanians are different. Like when it comes to Albanians, that's why I got to give a lot of respect and props to Albanians, because when our parents are struggling or going through something, if we're making money, we will give our parents a lot of money. I've done a lot for my family, and they've done a lot for me, so it's pretty cool. July 22nd, there's supposed to be something going on July 22nd. It's supposed to be something big, man. It's supposed to be some kind of like exposure, some kind of like elite exposure, man. Let me tell you something, yo. These bad guys are gonna get revealed. I'm telling you. There's supposed to be some big like reveal of like elite people. Like they had Oprah in a house arrest thing. These people are child trafficking. They're trafficking children. About 522,000 children go missing every year. I don't know if everybody knows that. About 522,000 children go missing every year, and those are only counted. We don't know about the ones that are not being counted. Remember that. People are saying that their children are just disappearing. Like they'll be somewhere with them and then boom, they'll just wake up, they're gone. They don't know where they go. So what do you think that means? Do you think the aliens are just coming and grabbing kids out of nowhere? That could be possible too. Hey, I believe in everything. But not everything, you know what I'm saying. But don't you think that they set up like some kind of group? A lot of this happens in rural places like Minnesota, Kentucky, Michigan, places where parents are not paying attention to their kids. So like they do go to like places where people are low income families and they don't watch their children all day and they grab these kids up. Guys, I hate to say this, but there is a lot. Yes, I did hear about the Wayfair sex trafficking scheme. It's true. Don't let nobody tell you it's not. There's a lot of these things going on. Like I said, I don't like to say too much, because when you say too much, they watch you too much. Because I already know they're watching me, because they see all the research I do on my phone, computer is always about this type of stuff. Like, you're looking to live on Staten Island? Staten Island? No, I'm just kidding. All right, Staten Island's cool, I guess. But if you're going to go to Staten Island, the best place, I would say like New York-ish, Tottenville-ish. Don't go towards like Victory and like towards the ferry and all that. Don't do all that. I'm not saying too much. Don't worry, Queen. Because I'm afraid them motherfuckers will come after me, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not afraid. I ain't never scared. But what I'm saying is, when you say way too much, like if I was to say half of the things that I knew, you guys, I know a lot of things. Like, don't forget, I talk to a lot of different types of people, being in the life that I was in, a lot of different types of people, doctors and people that actually do this stuff, and they tell me secrets and they're like, don't tell nobody I told you. I'm like, no, I won't. I'd be in LA and I'd see a lot of weird shit too. I just don't talk about it because if I didn't have a child, I would talk about everything I saw, but I have a child. So I don't want, nothing happening to me and then she's left without a mom, because they ain't going to go after her. They're going to go after me, and then she's left without a mother. You feel me? So, Ben MCKK. BGC, I don't know if you saw the episode where I screamed, "This house got the devil in it." Do you see the label for Bad Girls Club? Why do you think I went crazy and tried to I lost my mind? Because I was in that when the person is pure hearted and they're entranced in a demonic entity type of vibe, anybody who wants to book private readings, you could just go to my website. I'm right there. So anyway, but I was entranced in a demonic type of vibe. Like, this is like Illuminati type of thing. Listen, you guys, when you're in that environment, if you are woke like I was, I noticed everything. I'm like, oh my God, they got a camera in every place. There's a microphone in every place. And they were trying so hard to get me to do things that I was like, I'm not doing that. No. They're like, oh, do this, say that, do this. I was like, no, I'm not. And that's why they, like, this is why, even when they called me for the other seasons, they called me for everything. For Bad Girls Club, they called me for, what do you call it? What is that? Celebrity marriage boot camp, or whatever the fuck it is. They called me all that stuff, but I didn't do it. You know why? Because it's just, thank you, Matthew. Matthew got a reading with me recently. It's just I can't, you guys. I can't listen. I can't tell you anything because I don't want any. I will tell you, me as a person who sees, hears, and knows and views everything. I will tell you the industry is straight up evil. It is so evil. There's just a lot going on there. It's scary to the point where it's like, you know, like models and shit like that, Victoria's Secret models, a lot of them, they're sold, like they're pimped out to like Arabic, like billionaires. I don't know if you know that a lot of them do that. They're prostitutes on the side. Like, they might be models, but when they say they make like millions of dollars, highest paid models, the only ones that don't get touched like that is like Giselle Bundchen and Heidi Klum, because they're like really big and they made it to another level. Those other models, the ones in the back burner, they pimp those bitches out so hard. Okay, talent scout agencies. That's why I tell people all the time. People are like, I want to put my kid in a talent scout agency. I'm like, They're like, why? I'm like, don't you know what they do with that? They post thousands of pictures of children. And then what happens is these pedophiles, they go into these websites where these talent ages are booking kids for jobs, and they tell them, oh, look, we'll pay you $10,000. Your kid has to fly to LA and blah, blah. And some of these parents are so money hungry that they just let the kid go on their own, and their kid gets taken advantage of. Things happen. And then later on, they say, you say something, we'll kill you. Like, this happens every day. That's why I tell people, why are you posting your baby, your child, your daughter with no bra on, like she has no shirt, and she's like, I won't post anything of Eliana. Like, I always, if she's like bent over a certain type of way, I'm like, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. Stop posting your children and how beautiful they are. Listen, I'm proud that you're proud of your child, but remember, they are pedophile scouts on the internet looking for your type of child with those big blue eyes and those big lips and that cute nose. That's their type. They have a motherfucking type. And those babies, if they have a certain look, they got that type, and they will scout your child out. And whether you know it or not, they will come find you. So you gotta be careful. Teach your child, your daughter, your son about the internet from now. Thank you, Keith. From now, teach them from now. Don't be ashamed to talk to your kid and say, listen, if somebody touches you down there, here, or does this or that, that's not okay. If somebody on the internet, I tell my daughter all the time, you know, there's old men on the internet, they pretend to be 9 years old all the time. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, really, Eliana, they do it. They'll talk to you. I said, if you're playing Roblox or something, she's blocked, like she's private on everything. But I say, if you're playing Roblox or you're on the internet or you're on YouTube, somebody might come and say, hey, I'm 9 years old, I want to hang out with you. And they might say, what school do you go to? And what are you going to say to them? She goes, I'm not going to tell them. I'm like, nothing, Mom, because there's perverts on the internet. I show her. I don't show her bad things, but I tell her that it happens, but I tell her never to have fear because she's protected. So she's not afraid, but she's very aware. So when we go out in public, my daughter always, not out of fear, but she stands right next to me. I don't let her out of my sight for 1 second. Because today, these 9-10-year-old kids are looking a little bit too grown, if you motherfucking ask me. Stop dressing your kid in all this fancy shit, making them look like an adult. Stop. Please stop. Do you not understand? I'm not, listen, this is not that argument. Just because they dress nice doesn't mean that they deserve to get raped or taken. No, but listen, just let them be kids. Put them in a fucking pair of tights, a t-shirt, sneakers, and go. Stop going out there, bows and perfect child, and like, look at my child, and then putting them on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all over the world. There's nothing but black web. The dark net is searching for exactly what you're posting. And because, especially with black people, I'll tell you, 100%, they are the most missing children because they think that, oh, you know it's the fact. Let's not really act like it's not a fact that if a black person loses a child, a missing child as a black person, you know that story of Elizabeth Smart, everybody knew about it. But she was 8 miles from her house. That's like a bus stop away. And she was gone for 7 months, couldn't escape from him. And her name's Elizabeth Smart, like Dave Chappelle said, right? And she couldn't find her way home. But that same week that Elizabeth Smart went missing, a black girl was kidnapped by two crackheads, brought to the back of the house, and she was tied to the inside of the house. As soon as those, because you know crackheads, they gotta go get crack and shit. They can't stand around and just wait. The crack not gonna come to them. They gotta go get the crack. They gotta make moves. So she waited for them to leave, and when they did, she chewed her way through the ropes. That didn't make it on the news, but Elizabeth Smart's story of her being lost for 8 months and brainwashed to stay with this couple for 8 months to marry him, and she walked around her own town and couldn't escape him. But they won't put a story like that about little black girls that go missing. They know that it's easy for them to get away with that, which is so fucked up. It's so fucked up, but it's the truth. Let's really speak on the truth. Listen, ain't nobody over here on white privilege, nothing. I'm Albanian, bitch. I might as well be fucking, I don't know, but I'm not white. I know that because my culture, my people, they suffered a lot too. So like they went through everything, enslavement, wars, all that. They had their women raped, all that shit. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't resonate with like white people. Like I just don't. It's not because I hate them. I love everyone. I love everyone, and it's nobody's fault. They're white, black, whatever. But I'm gonna tell you right now that black people get mistreated a lot. So we gotta understand that when we talk to them, if they come at you a certain way, that's because, bruh, their ancestors and ancestors before that been abused. You need to have compassion and understand. If I was alive during the slave days, it would have been, I would have got killed right along with them because there was no way I would have ever, if I would have been some rich white guy's white ass wife and I would have seen black slaves there, I would have been freeing every single one of them. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like, no. You're free. Like, let's go. I'll be fucking hiring. My husband be not. I will drug that motherfucker, put him to sleep. I'll have everybody freed. How the fuck you was even alive and allowed that to happen? I just don't understand that type of thing. Even like with Jewish people, I think about it now and I'm like, yo, if that happened today, bro, and it was us, I'll be like, yo, let's get a bunch of people together and fuck these motherfuckers up. I'll get a bunch of hot bitches together. I'll be like, look, we're gonna go pretend we're gonna suck every Nazi's dick, and when we get there, all you bitches gonna have to bite some dicks off. I don't know about you're gonna have to do that because we're gonna free a bunch of Jews right now. So whatever it was, like I just can't. Even gay people, especially gay people and all that. I can't. I'm telling you, me, like if I'd have been a lead, I think I was a leader in my past where I like freed people or I was enslaved or something. I feel like my past life had a lot to do with that because today I'm so passionate about people that get misused or abused and all that shit. But I just think about it and I'm like, how did these bitches think like in a Jewish like camp? Like it's a bunch of us Jewish bitches, we look kind of good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, our heads are bald or whatever, but let's go out there and we're gonna flirt with some Nazis, bitch. Let's start sucking on them dick. Bitch, bite everybody, bite that shit off, grab the gun and start shooting as many of them as you can, and let's get the fuck out of here. Even if I didn't make it that far, at least I got away somehow or another. Because I would tell you right now, I don't know how the fuck anybody lived through watching people be enslaved. I don't understand it. Yo, me, God, listen, if I see a animal, like a bird, like my cat brought in a rabbit the other day. I'm not a joke. He brought in a rabbit and he had bit it in the neck. And like, I kept the rabbit in there all night. I made him feel better. He had little bites in his neck and I put him in the side in a box. And then the next morning I saw him like jumping around. I took him and freed him outside. Like, why? What are you getting out of killing someone and watching someone suffer? Like, what are you getting out of it? You gotta be a special kind of retarded for that. Like, really, there's gotta be something wrong with somebody's brain. Like, they're not, or you're crazy, cuckoo. Something wrong with you, my friend. You got problems, my friend. Get it together. Hurting people and all that. Listen, even when I fought, if you guys ever saw me fight on TV, you ever see me throw punches really? Not really, right? Because look at my hands. Bro, do I have small hands? Do I have little baby hands? No. No, I don't. I have big hands. So if I'm going to fight a bitch and I'm going to punch her in the face, it's going to hurt a lot. So I just would toss bitches across the room or like fling on them or like grab their hair because I was like, if I start punching this bitch in the face, she's really gonna need reconstructive surgery. Like I'm gonna break her nose, her eye gonna be drooping down here, her lips gonna be like this. Like it's gonna be bad. Like you could really hurt somebody, and then you're gonna spend the rest of your life in jail talking about, oh, why are you in here? Oh, I got in a fight. Like, oh, you're so cool. You're in jail because you got in a fight and you accidentally punched somebody and killed them. You could throw somebody against something and they could hit their head. Like, how was it going to Newdorp High School? It was interesting because I didn't fit in with none of the crowds. I was kind of like a outcast all the way. So like you had your like Newdorp was like one of those schools like, you know, Mean Girls like that. Like you had the white girls, they literally wore velour outfits and Dooney and Burke purses. Like that's what they wore. Like they had all of them had like the pink, green. Remember those velour outfits with the zipper? They used to be in style. All those white girls would be in the corner with their Malibus, their cars, their Malibus, the white Malibu car, and they would be in the corner with their velour outfits and their Dooney and Burke purses, and they'd be with like Johnny the Guido and Jimmy the Guidette and Jessica the Guidette, you know what I'm saying? And they would stay down there together, and then you had the Albanians rocking in one spot. Albanians and blacks stood together all the time. And in Staten Island, Albanian and black people are like this. They are together. If there's a fight between anybody, Albanians and blacks always stick together for some reason. Because I think Albanians are black, but anyway. So, like, and then there would be, like, the Spanish people, the Latin Kings, and it was always, like, Staten Island's not really as gangster as people make it out to be. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Big Cat. But you know, like I said, like this is like this in this world. This is why I turned from a person who looked like I might have looked violent and all that shit, but I was never a violent person. Growing up, I hated fighting. I always did. And when I did fight, it was because I would stick up for somebody else, and that's a fact. Every time somebody would get bullied, guess who would step in? Me and my sister would always help somebody who was getting bullied, man. They literally called me the bully beater in high school, like, because I used to fight bullies all the time. Because they said, like, oh, you want to fight her? Like, fight me, bitch. Because I was a bigger bitch. I was fatter in high school, so it was hard to knock me down. It's going to take a little bit of effort there. But even in, when I first came from Albania to America, I remember this school bully. And she used to fucking beat on everybody's ass, like, and take their money. No, she literally beat them and took their lunch money. So I remember her being, like, so mean to everyone. And then I didn't even speak a lick of English. And I'm in the library with her. And are kidnapping kids and stopping parents. Yeah, that's it. That's very true. That's why you have to watch your kids. And I was in the library with her, and she was like, give me that book. And I was like, I was speaking Albanian. I was like, the fuck is she saying? I just came from Albania. Literally. I was born here, but then I went to live in Albania. My father died, and I came back to America. And I'm looking at her like, what the fuck is she saying? The Albanian girl was like, "E don libron," like she wants your book. And I was like, "Si happy." I was like, no, I'm not giving it to her in Albanian. And then the girl was like, give me the fucking book. And I took the book and I was like, "Ik bin verdoid." I yelled at her in Albanian, "Get out of my face." And I grabbed the book and I said, pow, I hit her in the head. Literally, I'm not kidding. Then threw her again with the throwing shit. I'm like a tag team champion wrestler, I swear to God. I threw the bitch across the thing. When I swear to God, on Allah, everything I love. This is a true story. When I walked into the classroom, everybody stood up and was like, yay! And I was like, what's going on? And the Albanian girl was explaining to me that she's a school bully and she beats everybody up. She was in the classroom and she was like this. She was like, wow, this bitch, this fucking random girl from another country just came in and whooped my ass and everybody's seen it. Why did I leave Bad Boys USA? You know why? Because we put a lot of money into that. Me and Natalie actually were the ones who invested most of our money into it. We put like $3,000, $4,000 each into it, plus all the extra money we paid for food and all that stuff. And when we because everybody knows me and Natalie, Sarah, and Judy, but it was really me and Natalie who collected all these people to come sign up for Bad Boys USA. And what happened was when the cast came, people came from all over, like Miami, everywhere, right? We rented a mansion and everything. The show was lit. They came, they tried out, and then we pitched the show idea, and you know what they said to us? It's too gay. It's too gay. We can't do it. It's just too gay. I can't. They said it was too gay. I flipped out because I was spending a lot of money and I was getting sick of it. Yeah, they were. They said it. Those African guys even said it. Why is there so many gay guys? I was like, yo, it's Bad Boys Club. What do you think? Who's gonna show up? The fuck? It's Bad Boys Club, bitch. Like bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Queen, yes, queen. The fuck you mean? What do you think? Straight guys? When straight guys are bad, it's like normal. We're like, yeah, yeah, okay. A straight guy's being bad. Oh my god, it's so interesting. When it's a woman or a gay person, you're like, yes, get it, bitch. Yes. Oh my gosh, you gonna fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's like funny, but like I like today, it's like that drama shit. I can't with the drama shit no more. Even when I notice, even when I try to watch like YouTube stuff or anything with drama, or I watch things where I just sometimes when I see some of the girls and they're still like doing drama and like talking mad shit, I'm like still like, damn girl, like you need to heal. There's some healing that needs to happen, you know? Oh, that's right. Legalize energy. Oh my God. I remember that. You see, and I stopped it. And I stopped it. That's me. I will jump in front of a fight all the time. Be like, no, no, no. And I've gotten punched in the face before by somebody random. And they're like, I'm sorry I punched you. I'm like, it's okay. Just stop fighting. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like a lot. There, it's like, it's like a lot. Yeah, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. What do you need help with, babe? Of course I remember. I know, but it's okay. Legalize energy. It's okay because at the end of the day, it first of all, it wasn't even you because I remember, if I remember correctly, it was them. They came at you, so it was like it wasn't even you who started the fight. I didn't stop making music. I just, when you make music and you make the kind of music that I wanted to make, it's not the kind of music that it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to do things like here and there, but when I make music, for some reason, the bad girl comes out of me. And I talk about like gangster shit and all that. And I do. I talk about some gangster shit. Like I'll be talking about guns and like bad shit, like sticking people up. Still, I don't want to be that person. So today, if I make music, it's got to be something positive. And let me tell you something. Every studio you go into and you try to rock with people that are studio people, and you try to bring them that positive light music, they're looking at you like, nah, that's not gonna work. And I'm like, you know what? Until I get my own studio and do my own thing, I'm not gonna bother with these people. First of all, whenever I go into the studio with guys, the first thing they want to do is, and I'm like, I'm here to make music, not to fuck you. Like, hello. And plus that environment for me is bad, you guys. Studios, they smoke a lot of weed, drink a lot of alcohol. There's a lot of things going on there that I don't want to involve myself in those type of situations. You guys got to understand. Even if today, if somebody was like, I want to book you for a club, I'd be like, no, no. Not because I don't want to, like, I'm too good for it, but like at the end of the day, yes, I am. I don't want to be in a club at 37 talking about, hey, bottle popping, look at me for $1,200. I'm in the club right now in VIP. Bitch, I'm old. Like, I'm 37. Like, I'm not old, but I'm too old to be in a motherfucking club talking about, look at my bottle popping. Look at my, like, grow up. Like, for real, get it together. I'll go to a club with my homegirls and dance and shit, but, like, I'm not gonna be there, like, come on, if you're still getting booked at clubs and you're still hosting clubs, it's because that's the only thing that's happening for you. For me, if I'm going to get booked at places, it's going to be motivational speaking, schools, colleges, things like that, where I'm standing in front of them and preaching to them about being woke and not spending their fucking $1,000 in a club for one night. That's the kind of work I'm going to do. And I would tell you right now, I got offered to do a lot of shows that I said no to, for a fact. I said no to because nobody has to believe me. I don't care. My mother will prove it too. She was sitting right next to me when I got those phone calls, and I was like, what? No, I'm not doing it. Bye, click. And they're calling me back. Please, 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 come on, we need you. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. I'm good. Good. Listen, money to me, you guys, somebody could be like, I'm going to give you $100,000 to come back on Bad Girl Club. And I'm like, okay, great, bye. Like, I don't need the money. I don't need the money to go act a fool again. If you're going to bring me somewhere, okay, baby. All right, legalize energy. If I'm gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be, if you're gonna pay me $100,000, it's gonna be to change lives. Like, I'm not doing a show unless I'm changing lives. Don't call me for Bad Girls Club because I'm not doing it. I'm saying no, just like I said no to season 13, and that's a motherfucking fact. So the reason why I'm talking about this is not to bring up Bad Girls Club, is to really, really, really put it out there that I'm not the one. My soul can't be bought by money. It's not happening. I don't regret nothing. No, BGC, in hip hop, I don't regret anything. Trust me, because my story is going to help a lot of people. Because I went from this to that. Listen, you can't be ashamed of who you are. You can't sit there and, like, really. I'm not ashamed of anything I do. I wrote a book telling you guys my whole life story, like details and details. I'm not ashamed of it. I think it's funny. My life is funny. My life is fun. It's funny. It's funny. I had a great life. But, I also did some shit where I was like, whoops, well. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it real. You know what I mean? Yeah, Drita is my cousin. She told me that, okay? So everybody always asks me that, and because they're like, oh, remind me of her, you remind me of her. And she came up to me one time in a boat party where actually Renee got into a fight, and I actually defended her. A 300-pound guy almost punched her, and I grabbed him and threw him against the floor. Then Renee was like, Flo, you're my bitch. Like, yo, she's mad real. She helped me and blah, blah, blah. And that really did happen. So Drita, everything I say really did happen. It's on live. I'm not going to have somebody watch it and be like, she's lying. Like, that's embarrassing. I'm not everybody else. I don't lie. I tell the truth. So she came up to me. She's like, you know what? I'm your cousin, right? I was like, for real? She's like, yeah, from your mom's side. Far away, but I'm your cousin. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't know that. She's like, yeah. She's like, I know. People tell me I remind them of you all the time. I said, I get that all the time, too. She's like, that's because we're actually related. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm not, listen, do you see me talking about situations from Bad Girls Club? I'm only talking about I'm not going to answer those questions because I'm talking about where I am now and where I was then. I'm not talking about the girls or what they're doing. None of that concerns me. What they're doing is what they're doing. That's their business. I don't look at their profiles. I don't check their shit. I don't even watch any of the other seasons of the Bad Girls Club. If you ask me today, Flo, what do you think of one of the other girls from the other season? I will literally say to you, I don't know who that is. Not because I think I'm all that. I don't watch it. I haven't even watched my season fully yet because who the fuck watches themselves on TV? A narcissist. That I am not. So I can't answer those questions. What do you think about season 17? I've never seen them. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care because guess what? Like, it's like for me, and especially me, I don't read comments on that. On my Instagram, if you see my social media, everybody's positive there. And I like it that way. If you see everybody else's social media, I don't even want to mention to you the things that I've seen said under their comments. And I'm like, I don't even want that kind of like attention. For what? Why? So a bunch of people could be like, I hate you, bitch, you corny, bad girls. No, everybody who's on my shit, on my social media, supports me and loves me, and I feel the same way about them. So I'm happy about that. Right, exactly. The real king. That's exactly right. Yeah, positive vibes. But anyway, the live is gonna end, and I did talk a lot after the reading. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna post this because other people might want to see it. I love you guys. I'm gonna go because it's gonna end in like 50 seconds. But thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being interested. And the book will probably be, I will say, Keisha, in about in a year probably because. It's a lot. So I'm talking about what happened to me before. I'm talking about my spiritual awakening, what's happening to me now. My story still hasn't ended. You understand? Like, I'm still going. Like, and this is the part of my life I really want to talk about in the book. So I'm going from then to the Bad Girls Club to the Albania to here to the spiritual awakening. I was thinking about doing like a 3-part series too because it's so much. But we'll see what happens. I'm trying to write as much as I can. But I love you guys so much. Stay in the love, stay in the light. Don't let people bring you down. Stay positive. Love yourselves. Be yourselves. Don't let nobody make you be somebody that you're not. If you have to be single for a while, be single for a while. Love yourself very much. Always love yourself. Always show yourself love. Show yourself kindness, respect, forgiveness, and all that good stuff. So I'm very happy to have everybody who supports me, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Honestly, I love it. I love my life. I love you guys. And, you know, everything's not perfect, but it's getting there. And I'm working on myself every single day. And that's what you guys should be doing, for real. So I love you guys very much. Mahena, I love you, baby girl. You'll be okay. You just got to stay positive. Okay, mama? I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Today's. Oh, yeah.